You go on social media and you see people, you see friends, you see family, you see colleagues, you see acquaintances, you see everybody looking all happy, all nice, all well dressed, all bubbly. And you begin to wonder to yourself, there are certain people in this world that do not have a problem whatsoever. There are certain people in this world that their life is so smooth. They live a life of no worry. They live a life of no problem. They do not have an iota of issue they think about. And you're wondering why you face the problem you face. You're wondering how people get over the problems they come across. You're wondering how life can be so unfair to you or to certain people and very fair to others. I want you to stick around and let's talk about the secret to happiness. Someone said, happiness is not the absence of problems. Happiness is the ability to deal with the problems that you come across. I'm sure you've heard it said that life comes with problems. So, to have life, to stand living, to continue to live, to have the breath of life, you must be able, you must be willing to face the challenges that comes with these problems. Because again, life comes with problems. So many people have different problems. You see people looking all fresh and looking all good, and you wonder why they have no issues they think about. But I will re-emphasize it, that everyone that lives, everyone that has a life, have a problem. These problems are distinct. These problems are peculiar to each person and to each life. Your problem might be rated a 5 out of 10. Their problems might be rated an 8 out of 10. But the happiness you see in people depends on a very crucial factor that I will be talking about. On the other hand, the same way that you see people that live their life as if there is no problem whatsoever they face, that same way you see certain people that are always looming. You look at their faces and you can see they carry the weight of the world. You look at their faces and their being and you feel sorry. You look at their faces and you feel pity. You look at their countenance and you feel this must be the heaviest of all problems in the world. But funny enough, that same factor that keeps certain people happy all the time, that you wonder why they are happy. What is the issue? Why is there no problems in their life? That same factor is the same one that keeps those people that are always looming in their reign. So I want you to pay attention to the few minutes following this time, because this is where I will share the secret that affects both parties, the secret to happiness. For you to be happy in the midst of the said problems, whatever problem you're facing, like I said earlier, problems are peculiar to individual lives. Problems are peculiar to every stage of individual lives. There is a quote that I love so much. The bigger the head, the bigger the headache. But that is a story for another time. Let's get back to the secret of happiness. To be happy in the midst of all these problems that come with life. Like I said, problems are peculiar to life, to stages of life, and to the kind of life you want to live. But for you to keep and remain happy in these problems is dependent on the way you approach those problems. the approach to the problems and your approach to life. What do you see? Again, I say, what do you see? How do you see your problem? Do you see your problem as a mountain, a huge mountain that you cannot go past? Or do you see your problem as a hurdle? As a mountain, if you see your problem as a mountain, it brings you to a stop. You cannot go ahead. You have to stop. It stops you from progressing because all that you see is this huge rock standing in front of you. You cannot see beyond it. Even when you're trying, even when your efforts, even when you're seeking solution, even when you're struggling, in all you do to get past it, the mountain is so huge, it cannot be missed. You keep getting distracted. It keeps calling you. It keeps calling your attention. So you focus on the problem and not your destination. You focus on the issue and not the solution. You focus more on the big rock and not the journey you're traveling on. So if you see your problem as a mountain, it takes a whole lot and a grace from beyond to help you go past it. But if you see your problem as a hurdle, although it might slow you down, but you keep moving, you gather momentum to jump over that hurdle. You can see through, you can see the end, you can see the other side of this barrier that is in front of you. And you know what to do to get past it. Walk around it, jump over, crawl under, whatever it is that is needed for you to get over this hurdle is available. It is just left for you to look for it and know where to look or who to ask, and problem will be solved. So in all, the secret that I have found to happiness is not the absence of problems. It is the attitude to that problem that comes your way. It is the attitude, the approach that you take on attacking such problems. So when you see people all smiles, all looking good every day of their life, the next thing for you to do is not to be envious. It is for you to learn the secret that they have to solving their problems. And I want to assure you that the secret that most people use to keep happy is attitude. Fix your attitude and most problems will be solved. Fix your approach and all problems will be solved. And even if it takes a while to get solved, you are not down. You are not beat down. You are not quitting. The positivity that vibrates out of you from being happy, from the attitude towards that problem, is enough energy to keep you pushing, to keep you going, to make you want to survive, to make you want to succeed. That same energy is enough to motivate you to always go, to always give it all you have, to always solve these problems. And I hope with this secret being shared with you, you have a total change of the attitude you have towards problems. You have a total change from the appearance you portray to the world. Mind you, I am not asking you to fake it. I am not asking you to fake anything. I am asking you to change your attitude towards problems. When you encounter situations, what do you do? How do you react? That is what I'm advising at. That is what I want you to focus on, not faking it. Moving forward, I want you to remember what someone else said. These too shall pass. No problem is permanent. It can seem it is. It can seem like it will never go away. But with persistence, with consciously and constantly looking for solutions, you will succeed. There is always a solution to every problem. Keep that at the back of your mind. But you quitting makes the problem persist. And on a final note, I want you to understand that only you can make you happy. Happiness can radiate around you, but without your conscience, without your permission, without your acceptance of the good that is around, you still remain sad. To keep happy has to come from within. You have to choose to be happy. So I want to say, for the rest of the season, for the rest of the whatever time you have, for the problems that are coming around, for the problems that you feel or you see or that you encounter, I want to say, change your attitude. Look into that, and the problem will be half solved already. I hope this speaks to you, and I hope this meets you well. And if it does, I would like you to check some of my other videos. Subscribe to Someone Said, and make sure to click on the notification bell so you can get notified every time I upload a video. We are all about positivity. We are all about motivation and inspiration. So keep the tab on. Keep following the channel. And mind you, I am open to communication and suggestions. If you have a story you want told, or if you have a quote you want discussed, make sure to leave me a comment in the comment section, and I'll be willing and love to deal with those issues or with those quotes. Thank you again, and I hope to see you on the next one. Remember to check on other videos. See ya.